You got to get more salespeople if you want to grow that thing.
Every time I listen to someone else and I went against my gut, I regretted it.
I always say to people, don't let anyone ever co-author your book. No one's co-authoring my book. Listen, Travis and Adam from Planet, Jim Ruber, like just they're my partners that I didn't know they knew you or talked to you prior to partnering with me, but
Oh yeah.
I know they all spoke to you, right? So, and I just laughed because now 2.5 years later, we're friends. And most people don't realize we met because you called me up to do a podcast with you. And then I said, what are you doing with roofing? And that's how they want. Like people, like you called for a podcast. I guess you want to fucking, I don't know if you want to hit me with a hit piece to see if I was real or not. I don't know, but I had nothing to hide. I was like, sure, come in, man. Like, I think it might have been a hit piece at first. I don't know, near. But you laugh and you say, it's where life takes you. And I just look at, and I wish, and I say this to Bill all the time, I wish some of the people could see the Dmitry I see. Father, good man, you're good to a lot of people in the community. And then I see this whole war side over here, and I'm like, fuck, man.
But that's just one thing too. Like I'm really good at separating businesses. That's why I sold the conference so I can focus on others. So for me, is BM directors here, directories here. I'm a consumer advocate. I help homeowners. I help homeowners to find the good guys. I have no problem calling out bad guys. That's the business.
But
model.
you'll call out the manufacturers. You don't give a shit.
Well, sometimes I have to do it if, like, if you see BS, like, listen, I'm a media company, right? When I see the story where a manufacturer denies legit claim, right? Like, someone has to talk about it. We can't, a roofer cannot talk about it. He has agreement with them. We can't just all, like, usually I air what's on everyone's mind. Like, if everybody says, like, yeah, this shingle is very low quality and they don't pay out claims, like, this industry needed accountability check. Now, I'll say this with all of that, and it's been years since I call out manufacturer person, but the thing now industry knows if they do something, someone can do, and I think that's by itself like before that, roofing contractor magazine not gonna publish article about Temco failure, for example, right? But if Temco does something, they know that Dmitry might run a piece and might do a review, so they will go and create a better product, or they will not do, or they'll go and
Do you think
fix.
Samco just started with legal paperwork because you did a piece on them?
No, actually, who was it? Who was the last one?
I thought they hit you with the letter saying, hey, listen, you got to watch what you say about us. No?
No,
There they go.
I'm not afraid of Temco, but But if it's not defamation if it's true, right? But the thing is, like for example, I'll take Temco a warranty, like written warranty, right? They'll advertise 150-mile-an-hour warranty, and you'll take their warranty, and it says if it's 76 miles plus, it's voided. So I'm like, Temco, which one is this? This shingle says 130-mile warranty, and this paper says 76. Right? Is it a call out or is it making them accountable? Go change this. Are you trying to get away with paying, claims? Like, why are you advertising that this?
I don't think anybody wants to play claims. Who was the CEO that got killed? What was that? United Healthcare? We just talked about, right? Like, and people are like yelling about the kid that killed him. I'm like, was the kid really wrong? Like, I don't know. I mean, like they were denying 90% of the claims just right away as people are dying. I'm not saying that same example to what you're saying there.
But look what
Nobody wants to pay a claim.
Listen, but look what's happening in the pharmaceutical industry, right? Everybody knows, but nobody's talking about it, right? Like and where it got us, like the corruption and
I
everything.
think pharma is the biggest criminal medical organization hospital. I'm with you on that.
But the corporate world in general, like the bigger we become, the more stuff these corporations getting away with.
Absolutely.
But here's my thing. It doesn't have to be this way. They have the money. They can make it right. I'll give you one example. We just recently did a story. I have a radio show in Minneapolis. We just talk about certain seed has the 50-year product sighting. And
don't slam them. I want no problems.
No. They failed. They paid out. It's pretty much just reviewing court documents at this point, right?
Yeah.
So they decided to go with the 50-year product. 5-6 years, everything's failing. 20,000 claims filed with a certain seed. They're a $50 billion company. You know how much they paid out? $100 million.
It's nothing.
It's nothing to them. But you know what's claim rate? 1.7%. It's not the thing. My question is, where are the installers? Where are the social media? Where is like installers who will call it out BS in the beginning? A certain feed called when they came out with the organic shingle, it was also like lifetime, whatever. It cost them $1 billion. Why nobody was reviewing the product that is a garbage when it came out? You know, we review phones, we review cars. Why can't we review products that we like to install?
I think these people go out with the best intentions. I hate to stick up for them, right? Like, I do believe they get a review process, and sometimes shit like no different than callbacks on cars, no different than callbacks on other things. Like, sometimes I always say it's the character of a company is when things go wrong, what do you do? The character of a company is when things go wrong, what do you do? I can't tell you what they did or didn't do in that situation.
Well, I can tell you because that's what my channel is all about. Someone has to do it because no one else is doing it.
But I know this, but my thing is this is, do you think the majority of my companies have our own warranty, or do you think we rely on anyone's warranty?
I don't know. I know.
We rely on our own warranty. I used to rely on other people's warranties,
And I
oh,
love it.
and we said, scrap this. By the time I go to them
I love it.
and try and deal with getting the fucking
This is actually
shingle,
what I tell people.
I just,
That's
I'm
what I
not, I'm just not sending you the $100 for the warranty anymore.
Yep.
I'm done, right? I'm
That's
done.
smart.
I'm going to put it into this deposit account, into an escrow account. And we know if we sell 100 roofs a month times 100, we got $10,000. And it just accumulates, right?
Yep.
And guess how many times we replaced a roof yet? Out of all my companies, I'll do over $100 million in retail this year. Guess how many roofs I replaced?
You?
One this year.
One. Love it.
One. And we just hate it. Like, there's no,
100
no questions, no ask, no nothing. We're not calling GAF. We're not calling certainty. I'm not doing it.
What happened to the roof? Is it was a bad product, but it's
We installed it wrong.
installed.
We installed it wrong. Listen, I think full
It happens.
accountability. We installed it wrong. The whole story is we went out. It was raining, I guess drizzling. They ripped the roof off, ripped the plywood off. Installation got wet, got mold. We had to go back out. We ripped everything off plywood, ripped all the insulation out, fixed everything, did it again. But like, we didn't charge homeowner a nickel.
Got it.
But like, we ate that cost. And like, that's just the price. But that's why you can't charge $400 a square.
Yep.
Right? You can't give that 5-star pledge. The difference between me and you at 400 is I'm going to go make it right. Like, I'm not even fighting that fight, and I'm damn sure not fighting with a manufacturer. The average roof we do probably has about 15 squares. We pay 15 squares is going to cost me how much in material? 2,000, 2,500, $3,000, something like that. Ballpark,
Mhm.
right? I'm not fighting with you for the rain. I'm just going to go replace it.
Yep.
And I think when these roofers start understanding that's the way to go, they're going to save themselves a lot of ass ache.
No, more and more companies are doing this. Is what I teach. Like because we sell underlayment right now, and
That makes you feel good. We agree. Me and Dmitry agree.
so number one thing people tell me is like, well, I can't buy underlayment, and I'm like, do you, what's good for your business? That's what I tell people because if you
Why can't they buy the underlayment?
because they have to register warranty. So manufacturer requires. So the real cost of the warranty is probably closer to $500 per project because you have to install their accessories, you have to buy their ice and water, their like by the time you buy and they put 300-400% markups on those accessories.
Well, I'm going to stick up for them here. They're paying 401k, health insurance. They got vehicles on the road. Like,
100%. I'm not.
yeah.
But the thing is, when they sell you $80 a roll, that's something that costs 20, right? If you're the roofer and you can save yourself $40-50 a roll, right? So if you calculate all the savings, so roofers say, I want to save, I want to do it, but I cannot register the warranty. So they pay in warranty cost and all the extra accessory cost.
Listen, if you're going to be in engine, I would say this right in front of GIAP. I'd say it right in front of Owens Corning. If you're going to be in, and we're not in we're a drop ship company. You know that. All
right.
materials go straight to the job, right?
Yep.
All my jobs, all my companies, right? But if you're going to have a warehouse and you're going to manufacture the product, all things being equal, you better have your own warranty and save as much money on every single job that you can. If you're literally going and and I'm not going to be rude here. There's a company that's up in Massachusetts that I'm friends with. They do about the same as Munn's, about 35 million. They'll do this year, 32 million. And they do everything in-house, right? Everything in-house. They bring everything in. They deliver to the jobs themselves. Well, their P&L is almost identical to Munn's, right? And we did it, right? It's about 21% net on each of them. well, why are you giving yourself all that headache of storing that material, going and getting like you're buying the same exact products I'm buying, except I'm just delivering them, you're hoarding everything here and you're piecemealing. Like I'm with you. Like if you're gonna be in that business where I warehouse it, I'd go get the cheapest underlayment, not the cheapest, the best quality,
Yeah.
the lowest cost. That came out the wrong way.
You can
All my products it would be very low cost at the highest product. I don't believe there's a big difference between anyone's underlayment. I think they're all somewhat,
Yes,
unless
I
they're
hear.
unless you're just a total
Well,
scam.
there's levels,
There's levels to
but
it,
head to that, yeah.
but I also think the majority of it comes down. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Is the people installing the roof.
Sure.
I mean, you read that like the mechanics are the biggest thing. The
It's all
mechanics doing it.
it's all together. In labor important, materials important. It depends on market you're like. Yes, everything is important.
Yes,
I would argue that some accessories are more important than others.
100%. I
Like
believe
your
that.
ice and water is like you can buy cheap. Like some if you install
Don't say someone's name. Just say cheap.
if you install premium shingle but builder's grade ice and water or synthetic, guess what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
It's gonna age first, right?
Here is what's next for Dmitry. Because you got your hands in a lot of different things. What's next for you? Like, what's next? You're coming to a roofing conference.
Directors. So director is my 10-year. I'm all in on directory.com. It's number one business. So the thing about Roofing Insights is a media company. So like Roofing Insights is my media channel,
But you like it. You seem to love it.
but Roofing Insights feeds leads and gives me exposure to all of my businesses.
But you seem to like it. You like it.
L- I believe that everybody is in media company. You're a media company. I'm media company. Every single business owner watching you, we're all media company. I teach people you have to be good at. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Like you have to build personal brand and you have to have a business brand. 100%, I like it. I like it because it puts me in front of tons of people. Think about it. If you do the podcast and 3,000 people watch it, that's like you talking to another person in front of 3,000 people. Just imagine that audience.
It's funny you say that. I just said this to someone. I'm going to show you the metrics of my podcast. It's growing so fast. And
Yeah.
Kelly said, "Holy shit, how's it growing so
You
fast?"
get to people get to know you before they get to know you. Of course,
I'm
they
like,
like
I'm like, I'm like, people is just growing so fast. Like it's just like when I tell you, it's growing by almost every episode. It's growing by almost 30-40% downloads. That's a lot. Like it's just
But you know what's the coolest thing about it? People who watch it, they align with it. If people watching you, it says more about them than about you. It means that they align with your values. Peop
100%.
People who watch Tony Robbins, they have certain personality. People who watch Best Damn Roofer, I can tell you who's his audience. It's probably a roofer who's literally on a roof on a crew installing. He's not a business owner, right? His audience is going to be very different.
What do you think my business audience is? My audience is. 'Cause I know we have the metrics. I'm just curious.
You're probably gonna have a lot of dreamers, business owners who dreaming about selling their business, who's trying to picture it. How do I do it? Like probably smaller to medium-sized companies who thinking about exit, if I would have to guess. But definitely business owners, definitely on the business owner side.
And a lot of salespeople were not.
Per-
Like a ton of
Because
salespeople.
salespeople are dreaming about starting their own companies too.
It's funny because it's odd because we see the demographics. It's 80% male, which surprised me. I thought it'd be more females.
It's it's 92% for me.
It's 80% males for me. Maybe I'm better looking. I don't know. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Service Titan and Rilla, our technology of choice to helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to. But no, I actually thought it'd be more. I was like, man, that's a high number of all males. A lot of salespeople, almost all business owners, entrepreneurs, people that own companies, most home service. I just thought that statistic was interesting. Here's a question for you. Directory is everything you're in. You've done a lot in a short amount of time. You take your fitness, your family, important to you, and your faith. And it seems like no one's gonna make Dmitry come off his stance of what you believe in. Like I had a conversation with you about private equity like a year ago. I said, Dmitry, if you keep doing this, they're gonna have a hard time investing. Yes or no, right? And you're like, listen, I'm not changing who I am. You're like, I'm gonna just keep being truthful. I don't think there's a lot of people like that out there anymore. And I have that much respect for you like that. And I mean that. And when people say to me, like, "Why are you friends with Dmitry?" I'm like, "The fucking dude is who he is." Like, there's no fluff. He don't care if he's talking to Lance Bachman. He don't care if he's talking to Joe Contractor. It's the conversation is the same. Can you just talk about that?
You have to be true to yourself. Like at the end of the day, you cannot please everyone. The moment you understand that there's always going to be haters, there's always going to be people who don't agree with you. I speak up mine for many. Like my thing is, I want to do what's right every single day. And I'll tell you this, like, prob don't wanna, beat the dead horse, but for, Lee hate fight. You know how many people
This
told
poor guy, you bashed this
no,
poor dude.
no, 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 listen. You know how many people told me not to do it, but you
I told you not to do it.
exactly, exactly.
Told him not to do it.
Listen, looking back at it, like, you have that gut feeling that
Yeah.
it's just the right thing to do, you just gotta do it. And I was 50-50. I'm like, am I risking everything? What if I lose? Like, as a man, like, like, imagine fighting someone and you don't know the outcome. You're not a boxer. And imagine being in front of 1,000 people because anything can happen. So if you don't think I question that decision, right? But when you know deep inside that you just gotta do what you gotta do and it's the right thing to do, I accepted it. The best thing ever happened to me. And I'll tell you why. Like looking back at it, like conversation with my kids to this day saying, like they're making jokes about it, right? But I stood up for my beliefs, for what I believed in, what was the right thing to do, and that's always number one thing. You have to ask yourself, what, like, not what my mom thinks, not what my wife thinks, what's my gut is telling me. I think we have this inner voice with us, and that's how I make decisions. Sometimes it's about running a story. Do I have to run a story? Like even this lady, I I sit on it. It's never people think that it's
You're
always
not out to harm anyone, are you?
no, no. But people thinking like I'm spontaneous, I'm emotional, I'm very calculated, and I sit and think. I'm a big thinker. I meditate. I wake up 5 in the morning and I'll listen to meditation, to my devotional. I'll pray. I'll read. I'll think sometimes for weeks, and then I'll make a decision. Okay, I'm going with it. Like Lee Hay decision it took me 3 weeks to make the decision, but once it's done, I'm all in. And
All
there is
in,
no
baby.
but you know what? Looking back, I see why it was the right decision. Never regretted it, and it was the right decision. For many people disagree it. Many people say it was dumb, but later, sometimes Steve Jobs says it. You can connect the dots only later in life. Looking back is like, that was there for a reason. That was there for
Without
a
a
reason.
doubt.
And looking back, I'm like, now I know why that was the right decision. And I know for myself, every time I listen to someone else and I went against my gut, I regretted it.
I always say to people, don't let anyone ever co-author your book. No one's co-authoring my
No.
book. I say it all the time.
If I would not listen to myself before coming to United States, every single person, my parents, my teachers in my university, everybody go to United States for 4 months and come back, graduate and go back because I got 3 years of college and it was a 5-year degree in major in history. After second year, I come to United States for summer. My visa was for 4 months. And everybody's like, go there for 4 months, come back and go there again next year. And I told everyone, why would I come back? I want to live in the United States. Why would I come back and graduate and go back? What am I going to do? If I made a decision to live in the United States, I don't care if I'm going to be homeless for 3 years, but I'll figure it out because major in history from Russian university, not going to get ahead, not going to help me in the United States. So,
No.
so I came and I tore my ticket back. I said, I'm not coming back. But if I would listen to people, I would probably come back, and I probably would regret to this day.
Do you miss all that big cash you made owning the roofing process conference? I'm joking. Lost money. People think you make money at conferences. Can you explain to people, like, just shoot them straight? Because when I saw your P&L, I was like, man, this guy's kidding me. Like, there's no money. There's no money. And then I was going to buy 2 more conferences and combine them. Like, and me and Bill were like, fuck this. There's no money in
You
conferences.
can only make money if you don't invest in food, if you don't invest in like you can do cheap events and make money. Some people do it. If you want to do quality event, if you want to, nice venue, nice food, nice speakers, you're gonna lose every single time. But there's a uh, here's how I look. Here's why I started the roofing process conference early on. I wanted to be influential in the industry, And how many people, like, with the YouTube channels? Now it's hundreds. It used to be like tens, right? How many people with conferences? Three, four. I believe that conferences is a space for real leaders. Only a real leader can spend 100, 2, 3, $400,000 to put people together and to share his vision. People like you, people like me, people like Josie Parks, right? Not everybody gets Sparks. Oh,
Busy Parks.
Josie Parks. So, all real leaders, right? Conferences is for people with a real following. We have people who've tried conference; they could not fill the room with 100 people, right? So if you're a real leader and you want your legacy, you can go for it, and you will not make money at the conference, but you'll make money one way or another. I'll give you an example. When I started my underlayment business,
Yeah.
you know how many people have made a purchase? Like, I kid you not, I'll show you my phone and take, yeah, Dmitry, for many years, you brought so much value to me. I love your conference. I love your content. I just wanted to support you. I just wanted you to support yours. Like, after so many years of hard work and losing money and creating free content and losing money at conference, I built the brand to the point where people, like, guess what? My sales, early sales, a container of underlayment costs $65,000. If I send someone an invoice for $65,000, you know what kind of trust I have built that people never question it? How many people will buy $65,000 for brand new business they don't know nothing about? Like, with it, right? I don't have to, and it's prepaid. We don't take down payments. You pay for entire container and you're gonna wait 2 months for it to arrive. But my brand is, I've sold, I don't know, 10, 15 containers first year. So I send you invoice and people, Demisha, like, when people call me, well, I call them because they're on my list. I said, "This is Dmitry BM Direct." It's like, really? It's Dmitry? You really doing sales? I'm the only salesperson. I sold a couple $1 million of underlayment this year.
You got to get more salespeople if you want to grow that thing. I'm telling you, that's the sales.
We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm hiring people, but
Whoa.
we're doing it. But the thing is, I've built trust in the roofing industry in the past 8 years. So it doesn't matter if it's direct or it's BM direct, because I have conference, because I've invested in people, because I've lost money at events. I build my legacy and I build my
Funny, when I met you, people don't realize I flew to Minneapolis. We were talking back and forth after you interviewed me. I said, listen, and the number was set on what I was buying it for before we met, but you were reluctant to sell it. And I just said, you asked me why. I said, do you? I said, because I'm going to change the roofing space. I'm going to show people what's possible. Like, I already sold Cherry at that time. Mons was already growing. I knew I was going to sell that. By the time we had our first conference together, it was already under LOI. We settled January. And that's what people don't realize is you don't make money in the conference. You give a lot back, but you do get back by other things. You're building your
Yes.
brand, your influence. It opens up doors for other things, connecting a lot of people together. If you can do it the right way, hopefully people remember you and it'll.
There's a lot of benefits.
There is. There is. Listen, I don't want to hold you up too much. I appreciate you flying in. Neri, did I miss anything?
Now let's plug your new YouTube channel.
Yeah, let's plug in your YouTube
Sure.
channel. Listen, if somebody wants to listen, if you Pete, listen, you got a lot going on. If I want to advertise on directory, if I want underlayment, if I just want to get a hold of you and just have a conversation with you, how do I get a hold of you?
All social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. DmitrylLipinskiy.com. You can schedule a book through website. But moving forward, and I kind of follow your advice too. So we separating completely starting this week, Friday. So Roofing Insights, gonna be all for brands, all for positive content. So if you like
I like
positive
that.
content, only Roofing Insights. If you like me calling out people, it's only gonna be not my cup of tea. So it's gonna be there. And the reason is I
I like the name of the channel.
yeah, not my cup of tea. Like this lady, she's not my cup of tea, so I'm kind of bless her. But if you like that little drama, and here's my prediction: give me 3 years, and not my cup of tea. Probably gonna outgrow a Roofing Insights channel. People say they don't like negative stories, but I argue everybody wants to watch. Rain wreck.
Everyone wants to watch. I agree. Listen, I agree with you. Everybody wants to watch the train wreck. But this is why I say to all you people that want to watch the train wreck, if you're focused on the train wreck, you're not building your own business and you're not building it the right way.
But
And that's what you're doing. You're media. You're saying, hey, listen, I want the attention. I want to show people. I want to stop
I
something.
want to share with you something. Like, I want to share with you why YouTube is absolutely king. Not social media, not the Instagram or Facebook. So YouTube, like, I recently noticed like this algorithm. So in this to you, like, we watch entertainment different times of the day. So YouTube has this thing. Watch it in your recommendations later. So every morning, when I wake up, I have certain recommendations. I listen to Christian devotional, like 30-minute video. That's how I start my day. I wake up, go to YouTube, and it's only devotionals, like 5, 6
Yeah.
of them to choose from. Before I go to bed, I go. I always listen to History Channel, like how did they build the pyramids. So when I go, like after 8 p.m., I go and I fall asleep. It takes me 2 minutes. Any monotone voice, if I struggle to fall asleep, it's a History Channel,
Yeah, it put
like
me to sleep
Discovery
too.
Channel, right? So you go there. So my YouTube recommends me in the morning devotionals, and then in around the clock every single time, doesn't fail. And in the middle of the day, it'll be like Gary V or like some educational stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube will recommend you what you watch the most. I think there is a time for entertainment, because I don't think you can learn 24/7. I don't think you can build a business 24/7. I think there's time where watch 48
Yeah, like
hours.
train wrecks. Like I don't watch the news at all. Like I tell you,
I get it.
and people say, Lance, you don't. I've not watched the news since Trump won his first election. I'm not. Hand to God,
I-
hand to God, because I don't believe. First of all, they're all media. It's not news. It's marketing agencies. All they want to do is just get eyeballs. That's how they get their sponsorships. Right? And I get the business model. Right? I can't put that shit in my head because I have such strong beliefs about certain things, and it throws me into a loop. Makes sense? Like a bit.
I get it.
Like it's like you call it Lance, well, then you have mental health issues. Maybe I do got mental health issues, but I can tell you this: if you put me in front of CNN, MSNBC, or Fox News for a half hour, I'm walking out fucking pissed, mad at
hate
the
it.
world.
Let me ask you this.
So I just don't watch it.
Let me ask you this. Do you learn, like, I create content that I like to consume. Do you like to watch, not failures, but like why Toyota Prius failed in the United States? Like CNBC, that story. Why this?
No, I like to watch. What I watch is I watch a lot of. I read a lot of audiobooks. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Grit, things
Yep.
like that. I'm a big audiobook person. I like that. I like when I'm learning, I'll go in and I'll take like Jack Welch, or Good to Great or Bill, and I'll start researching like Bic versus Gillette and see if those stuffs were true in those books. I'm not a big, like, I'll be honest with you, the only time I'm on social media is going to be Instagram, Facebook, and then every once in a while I get put into a dark hole there with some of these fucking reels that go on. So that's probably where I use that time, Dmitry. Like you said, like I need that break. But no, I don't watch any news. And people are like, how do you not watch any news? I'm like, because I can't stand
I agree with that.
I can't stand a girl being hurt, a guy being hurt, all these bad stories. Like they want you to hate each other. They want you to hate the world. And I believe I'm not naive. You got to remember, I grew up in an orphanage, group home. I've seen hell
I get
and
it.
back. I know there's evil out there, but I do believe 99% of the people walking this earth just want to be left alone. They're good people, and they're just trying to get through the day.
My argument to that is I think we learn both from positive and negative stories. 95% of my content is positive,
100%.
right? So, but we also learn the rise and fall of not Best Buy, but like, when big brand falls. Like I like
I like
study.
those stories. I'm not about. I'm not. I like those stories.
Thank you. So the rise and fall, what went wrong here? How did this bankruptcy happen per se? I love those. What happened to CMR, right? Like, how did you build $175 million and lost $40 million? That's a story for me. That's the learning lesson. That's why I cover it.
Oh, listen. If you just looking at, I just said to someone the other day, Toll Brothers, and what's the other one that did this? Toll Brothers and what's the other big builder? They did the same exact thing. What took deposits and went under and kept the deposits, had to go bankrupt, but none of those people went to jail because they're big corporations. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I just have a difference of opinion. I mean, I do like learning from those things. I guess when it comes to the news, it put me to such a bad state. I never forget where I stopped watching news. We're Outback, 2016. No, actually, it was the night Biden got elected. Was Biden during COVID?
Yes.
Yeah, 2020 was the last time I watched news. I'd be lying. So I asked my wife to marry
That
her.
was horrible.
Biden won. But like the thing was I remember I was sitting out back and he won. It was during COVID. And I was so fucking mad. Like, and my wife's like hard against Biden, right? Like not Republican or Democrat, just hard against Biden, right? We were so anti-Biden, right? I'm anti any lifelong politician, right? So she's bugging out. I'm boiling. And the next morning, I woke up and I said, "Did you see how much energy we put in last night to our son saw us pissed? Like, I'm snapping. Like, never again." I'm like, we agreed we'd never have news again because no matter he was elected, and no offense, under Biden, I had 4 great years. Let's be realistic here, right? If anyone's watching the show, like Lance, you had
It
4
doesn't matter who is in this country. It does not matter who is a
president. He's got to go.
like
So-
what's happening right now. People against Trump. Like people, I have few people live in the country because they cannot stand Trump. I'm like, guys, I did not vote for Obama. I wouldn't vote for Trump and for Biden. Who cares? You know, I still have to do what I have to do.
Trump doesn't care about me. I don't care about Trump. Like, no offense. And I'm not being rude. I said to Donald Trump, he was sitting right here. I'm like, Trump, you don't give a fuck about me. You're not sure.
I lost a couple of $100,000 because of Trump, but guess what? So my competitors in underlayment business because of tariffs. So everybody lose. I have to adapt.
You gotta adapt. That's everybody has. You gotta adapt, man. No matter who's in. Thank you for being here, brother. We're gonna chop this into 2 episodes for you because it's about an hour and 20 minutes. So we get 2 episodes, 2 podcasts of this. Listen, if you don't follow Dmitry, make sure you do. I'm not gonna recommend you for not my cup of tea, but if you like that type of shit, go watch it.
Oh, you're gonna be watching. It's gonna be good.
I think I know who will watch it. Bill. Bill watches it. But no, seriously, follow him. He actually gives a lot of great information. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you at the roofing conference. Did I miss anything?